Alright, I should be working now, right? Yeah, my whole PC froze. Whole PC froze. Alright, it's doing a file check because that froze. Let me get the music back on. Cause I don't hear the music. Oh. My sound effects might be a little messed up. I'm here. Yeah, my whole computer froze. We do be doing a whole lot right now. I guess I can't play Naraka. We have this game updating and installing, plus everything running. This will be fun. This is actually a game I definitely wanted to play. This game and Destiny. I want Destiny to come out with third-person mode, and I'll be in there. I'm joking, but seriously. Go beyond, everybody. Everything changed when the Fire Nation attacked everybody. Remastered. Couldn't hear the vids. Alright, there wasn't much going on. I'm joking, but like, there's like some darkness coming type of thing. The darkness coming, I have to unveil it to the world. I think you're right. Knowledge is power. It'll be ready to install in 40-something minutes, everybody. We'll be able to play. Take me a couple minutes to set up controls, but it shouldn't be too bad if I have this right here. Come over here. But yeah. Then we'll have to fix it. Because there's always going to be like a letter or a key that doesn't want me to set. It's always how these games are. And they get updates pretty frequently. Or an update just recently. Let's look at their updates. Well, they get updates very frequently. That's what we'd like to see this. You know what I need? I don't know. What do you think about this adventure? It looks pretty good. So I've been thinking about playing Terra or something. Like, I don't even know. I want to play like a MMO that's like Spellbreak. Yeah, it does look fun. BB! Izzy, come down. Amy, come down. No, baby. Come down. Baby kitty was going crazy. He was climbing up the window, like up into the ceiling almost. This dude on super performance mode. You see the graphics? I would have to know what the heck's going on, yo. The soul might be DMCA, so I don't have y'all hearing it. I'm in my Shigaraki pool practice. That's all I'm looking at. Like, let's drop a bunch of AoEs around him. Oh, this is editing. Oh, what's going on here? Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, the transitions. All right. Alright, but I'm going Black Desert Online. No life this game till My Hero comes out. I'm kidding, but I don't know. I'm so bored, yo. This is entertaining. What am I watching right now? Let's go. Oh, okay, I like that. Race it on my music for y'all. There we go, a little bit. Look, you're popping off. Yeah, there you go. Show off your stats. I don't know what any of that means. Show them off, yo. Oh, okay. What am I watching? Yeah. I don't know what I'm watching, yeah. They Call of Duty World War something up in Black Desert. They're just shoving the most random clips in for transitions. It's funny, yeah. That was pretty cool. This person just make a bunch of friggin' montages of it. I don't know what's going on either, but
Vision said no because he doesn't want to fight because of the mercs we have.
It was fucking ham, by the way. They didn't want to fight us because we had ham. What merc is such a menace? I guess he's
Getting ideas right now, bro. I'm getting ideas. My hero ideas. You know, this class looks really cool. This is a different class, I think. What class is this? Hey, this person's going in, and I'm honestly locked in. Like, what am I watching? Look at this. Oh yeah, I'm playing this game, dude.
They don't even see it coming, man. Oh my god, oh! That entire ball of people.
Oh my fucking gosh! Trust me, this was a stinker!
Dude, just like... oh my god, man. This clip was sick, by the way. I'm pretty sure this is the one. He's just farming an entire cannon team. He flies away and he's like, I could go for seconds. Like, bruh, he flies away, flies back in. He's here for thirds, dude. Like, look. Oh boy. Oh my god, it's a massacre. Oh my god, dude. This is what made me want to play LON, dude. Watching shit like this is the reason that I wanted to play LON. I did not ever get any feeds like this, by the way.
I'm sold on the gameplay, that's for sure. Gameplay actually looks pretty fun.
What is your emergency? I hear shots! Okay, ma'am, calm down. What kind of shots?
Sucklan. Sucklan. Sucklan.
That was pretty cool.
I think that the best
That's kind of funny. They made a montage out of the trailer. That was interesting. Is this done installing yet? Alright, let's look at some like newbie stuff now. I meant the right.
What's up YouTube? Woo the Winner is back with more tutorial video guys. Mego officially came out today on January 18th, and today A, which is left, S, let's talk about her secondary skills in PvE content. So what are we waiting for? Let's get this started. First, let's talk about her secondary skills. As you guys can see, she only has the Spirit Step and Path of Petals. In order to use Spirit Step, all you guys have to do is press Shift and then movement. So forward, backward, sideways. So it can be either, for example, D, which is right, or A, which is left, S, which is backwards, or W as forward. Megu's movement skill for Spirit Step is really nice because you guys can easily just move through the mobs or even like PvPs. If there's so many crowded people around you, you can easily just escape by just using those Spirit Steps. For Path of Petals, all you guys have to press is WF, and then if you guys keep holding F, she can basically dash in 3 more times. If you guys only activate it once, this is what happens. Just dashes in once. However, if you guys, after pressing WF and hold F, this is what happens. So she dashes, you know, like 3 times forward. Playing Megu is just like playing chess on a horse, just like an L shape. And so you guys want to do forward, sideways, or you guys can do the sideways and then forward as well. So it's up to you guys, and so that way you guys can constantly activate your super armor and invincible. And so that's why this is really important. So right here guys, if it's always activated, that means you will never fall unless, you know, they have a grab from you out. And so make sure you guys keep practicing this and make sure that this is always activated. So that way you will never get caught. But the downside from that is that you guys will burn your stamina really fast, and so make sure you guys use some skills during that time. And so, just like I taught in Wusa, one of the PvP guide, PvE guide, and so definitely check that out guys. What I teach you guys there is that I do the side movement and then using a skill. And so the trick with the Megu as well, just like Wusa, is that you guys want to use one of the side steps or the front, and then use the super armor with the front guard, and then basically repeat. So movement, skill, movement, skill, movement, skill, movement, skill, movement, skill, and so on. And so that way you guys can constantly be, you know, protected from the enemy, and then make sure that you guys actually have super armor on. Or, you know, if you guys don't know what you're doing, then make sure you guys have forward guard if they're in front of you. But if you use forward guard while where they're behind you, then you are gonna not fall down. So make sure you guys watch those. Once you guys master those moving skills, now we can add also the attacking moving skills. For example, there are 2 skills. The first one is called the Bear Claw, and then the second one is called Ghost Bomb. And so let's try the Bear Claw guys first, which is sideways, moving sideways, and then LMB. And if you guys hold LMB after that, it uses the second skill, which is called Nether River. And so let's do it. Side left click, and then hold left click. Let's try that one more time. Side left click, and then hold left click. And then you will activate those 2 skills right there. For the Ghost Bomb, it's basically the same thing, but then now you press RMB instead of LMB. So this is what it looks like guys. Boom, just like that. So what you guys can do is movement, and then add some attack skills, and then movement as well, right? So this is what you guys can do, which can be very fun, exciting. But again, it also drains the stamina when you guys use the skills for the attacking one as well, so be aware. So just like that, it uses and drains my stamina right there. So just be cautious with your stamina. I think the stamina is the most important and the issue for Megu, and so if you guys can handle your stamina well with her, I think she will be really good class for PvP and PvE in general. So on my Excel sheet, I put all the movement skills that you guys can use, for example, in general. So on my Excel sheet, I put all the movement skills that you guys can use, for example, for each scenario. So for one movement, you guys can either use one of these skills, which is, you know, the Spirit Step or Path of Petals. And then after that, you guys can use one of the skill, which is, you know, Petal Play or Bristling Sparks, Soul Tears or Flower Shroud. Like, these are the ones that has stiffs or flows or, you know, some kind of stuns. And so for example, if you go back to our game, you want to do a movement and then shift left click, just like that. And then if you get it floating, and that's when we come back to our Excel sheet right here, we want to give them a knockdown. If they actually fell from one of your skills and actually get caught, you want to go close to them and then press shift Q and then give a knockdown. And after that, you guys want to end with them with a really nice combo that I'm about to show you guys later. So yeah, once again, remember these guys for movement, you guys can either use one of these 4 skills, well 5 including with this one if you keep holding the L and B after Bared Claws, and then skill. I recommend you guys using one of these 4. So because it has a stiff, float, or some kind of stuns, and then if you actually get them a stun, just follow up and just do shift Q, which is knocking down with the Fox Flare. Now let's talk about some skills that's really important for Megu. Prime Fox Spirit tag right here is really important, guys. Is because they give enemy all AP minus 20 for debuffing. And so once you guys use this skill on an enemy, it debuffs them. So make sure you guys want to add those on your combos. Using Bared Claws, it gives enemy debuff for all evasion rate minus 9. So you guys want to use that. And then if you keep holding the left button, it also gives you the all AP plus 20. Adding a Nether River is really important in your combos too, because it also gives you plus all AP plus 20. And so that's really good, guys. And so for example, if you use Bared Claws and then hold left click, it's going to activate that all AP plus 20. So make sure you guys activate that once in a while when you guys are doing the movement skill, right? And then just add that little bit and then movement skill again, right? And then so that way it can be activated. Soul Snare is really good for debuffing enemy as well, which has attack speed or casting speed minus 20% and movement speed of minus 20%. However, this one does not have any super armor front guard, so I highly recommend not using this just middle of nowhere because it's just too risky and you're open spotted. And then if while you're using this skill and enemy just, you know, use a skill that knocks you down, then you're most likely going to die. And so I highly recommend you guys try to add this in the middle of the combo and not during the fight. Spirit Away is really also good skill if you guys use it during in the middle of the combo, because it gives you all accuracy rate plus 9%, which is pretty high, guys. And so that's really good for a start off that you guys want to use that skill and then use some combos in the end after for better results. And then there's this skill called Absolute Charmed. And so this can be very tricky, guys. It's sometimes if you just want to use the skill alone, then you guys want to do down spacebar, and that's how you guys activate it. Or you guys can use like one of the skill during the time, and then it says that, you know, spacebar during the other skills. So for example, let's press F and then press spacebar, for example. So that's how you guys can activate that. And then if you do, you also get all AP plus 20. Just keep in mind that, guys, that the Nether River also gives plus 20 and that one gives 20, but it doesn't stack each other. It just resets the cooltime. So I'll show you guys right here, for example, sideways L and B, and then activates it, right? But then if I use the down space bar, it just reactivates the seconds, but then the AP doesn't stack. Instead, it just resets the time. Heaven Ward Dance is also good, guys. If you guys add this during the combo, it's because that it also gives all AP minus 20 debuff on the enemy. So if you guys use it, as you guys can see on the top right here, it gives them the debuff. And then her E buff is right here, basically. The form, it also gives you all AP plus 25, critical hit rate 30%, critical hit damage 20%, and then you get a max HP 1000 for 30 seconds. So, you know, before you guys engage on the enemy, you activate that and then get in there and fight. Megu is really nice for PvP fights because that she has a lot of CCs that you guys can give to the enemy. For example, if you press WQ, which is forward Q, and it activates the Soul Tier, and it's like a fencing, it pokes them and then also gives them a stiffness. So that's really good engagement. And then, you know, give them a knockdown, and then you guys want to do combos after that and so on. There's another good skill for engagement, which is the Flower Shroud, which is WE. It gives a really nice stun if they get caught. Or you guys even can also do backwards. So you guys can do forward E or backward E. So this is what backward E looks like. Or this is what the forward E looks like as well. So whenever they get stiffed or stuns, that's when you guys want to give them a knockdown, which is Shift Q, which is Fox Flare right here, guys. It's the only knockdown that Megu has. And so make sure you guys use this very wisely, because once you guys give them a knockdown, it makes them stay on the floor the longest period of time. So just like that, guys, you guys want to use that when they get stiffed or stuns or floating and so on. Talking about the next skill that can be also really good for engagement, which is Shift LMB, which is pedal play. And if you
Looking
guys
at the skills,
activate
everybody.
that, it gives a really nice floating as well. And then there should be another skill, which is Shift Right, which is right here, guys, which is Bristling Sparks. And then if you guys activate that on the enemy, it gives a really
What
nice
happened in
stun
there?
on them as well. So whenever you guys are using one of these skills and they got caught, either they get stiffed or float or stunned, right? That's when you guys want to go close to them, and then Shift Q is where it's at. And then Shift Q, guys, and then they get a knockdown, and that's when you guys want to start your combo to finish them off. Memorizing those can be very challenging, so this is what I do, guys, is putting skill cooldown slots, put them all the numbers up all the way up to 20, because I'm still learning the character, and this is what I do. And then go to Edit UI after pressing escape, and then just play around, and then put all these numbers around, you know, on your screen wherever it fits you. And then, for example, this is on my stiff on the left side. So, you know, if I do the shift left click, which is that one on the top left, and then shift right click, right? The reason I put LMB and RMB is because, you know, the left mouse and right mouse. And so that's why it's so easy for me to understand what's what, is so that way if I do, you know, oh, this one's left, right? So I can do shift left click. And then this one's like, oh, it's shift right click, right? So that's why this is really convenient, guys. Figuring out where to put these and, you know, what fits you best. And then the bottom ones are, you know, Q. Q, this is WQ, right? And Q on your keyboard is on the left side, and then the E is on the right side. And so this is what I do. So that's WQ, and then the other one is WE, right? And so that's the Q and that's the E. And so that's how I remember things very quickly, is that shift left click, shift right click, WE, WQ. And then that's how I know all those skills, for example. And so with that, my movement, remember my
Yeah,
movement
I'll
here,
wait
guys,
till
on
he
the
tweets
bottom
about
is
it
right
and
here,
stuff.
And then this is a aggro, like aggressive movement. So
Elhorn.
movement, aggro, movement.
Alright, y'all, I
right?
found
And
our next
then
game.
adding some kind of
Alright.
skill. I did
What?
shift Q
Oh,
there by
alright.
accident, but you guys know what I mean.
Was it going
Which
to
is
this Black
shift left
Desert?
click, right? So
BDO?
I'm supposed to do
Mhm.
movement, shift right click.
You wanna play
Movement,
BDO?
W,
You wanna
Q,
play
right?
ADO? Into this game.
Stuff like that. And so that's what you guys want to do.
You can spam
practice
your AoEs and your
and get
Saturn
good.
damage.
And then if they
I
actually
real
get
don't I?
one of these and they fell for
Well, you
it,
played this
that's
before?
when you
I
guys
have
do the
think.
combos after shift.
Me, you should play it. Nightmare. I'm about to make a
Alright,
character.
so
I'm downloading
let's
it right
do
now.
some combos here, guys. So I'm gonna show you guys how it would look like
Yeah.
after you guys get a stiff or stun, and I'm going to show you guys how I'm gonna do my combos.
Look at him. Yeah. Baby kitty's being baby, everybody. He's being a baby.
Let's take a look at in a slow
Like
motion.
scratch it,
So
almost
get any
scratch it,
CC, use any skill, and then after that, you guys want to use Bear Claws, Nether River, Fox Flare, and then Spirited Away, Fox Spirit Tag, Soul Flame, Hanpuri, and then finish it off with the Spirit Swirl, guys. Reason why I chose this specific skills are because the first one, Bear Claws, gives all evasion minus 9 debuff, and then the next after that gives us plus 20 all AP. After that, we want to Fox Flare and give them a knockdown, and then after that, we want to use Spirit Away, which is all accuracy plus 9 buff to yourself, and then we want to use Tag, which is all DP minus 20 debuff, and then we want to use Soul Flame, which is burning, and then extra damage, and then Spirit Away, all DP plus 20. And that will be it for this video, guys. Thanks for watching, and let me know in the comment down below if you enjoy my content and my video. If you want any other classes for tutorials, let me know as well, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.
Alright, well,
Ciao.
game's downloading, everybody. We're gonna play this game because I wanted to get an MMO. I'm locked out of my Final Fantasy, and honestly, I don't know, dude. Let's try this game. As a spell break movement. That's what I really like. I like how it's like Terra. I want him to play Terra. But I did play Terra. I got to like level 70 something. Honestly, I was pretty deep in Terra.
So you've just started BDO and you're a bit overwhelmed. There are a lot of items, a lot of systems in place. First and foremost, later on when you reach the end game, you will definitely appreciate that this game has a lot of layers to it. However, as a brand new player, it can be very overwhelming. And to be honest, it can kind of turn you away from the game. I don't want that to be the case. So I've decided to put this quick starter guide video for you guys to help you ease into the game, because you don't need to learn everything out the gate. You can take your time learning the game. So hopefully that makes your experience a little bit better, and we're going to get right into this. The first screen you'll see here is the select server screen, and you're going to notice that there are seasonal servers and regular servers. These are just channels. BDO is essentially a mega server. However, there is a little bit of a distinction between season servers and regular servers. Season servers, you can only play seasonal characters, and you can only have one seasonal character per season. You can play your seasonal character on a non-seasonal server. You cannot play a regular character, a non-seasonal character, on a season server. So for the sake of this example, I am going to just try and log into a fresh character here. And when you do so, after you create your character, you are going to have three options: Ancient Stone Chamber, Mountain of Eternal Winter, and Land of Morning Light. If you're a content creator and you just want to get to the bosses as fast as possible for whatever reason, then you can choose Land of Morning Light. It's the fastest route to that. However, I would not recommend that for the vast majority of you, especially those of you who are starting the game. And to be honest, even if you are a content creator, I would highly recommend you starting with Ancient Stone Chamber. This is the classic start line. Mountain of Eternal Winter is going to start you out in Dragon, for those of you, Duvenkroon Dragon area. If for those of you who have played, have a little bit of background, if you have no idea what I'm talking about, just start at Ancient Stone Chamber. This is going to start you in the original OG starting zone, and I'm going to walk you through that process here. All right, so I'm back on my seasonal character here on the seasonal server. If you do want to swap servers, you can just click this button on the top right here where it says season 1, and you can swap your servers out. As you can see, there's a cooldown. I can swap to whatever server I want freely between the season servers. So I'm going to open up the map here. I am in Velia, the first major city you'll get
So
to.
wait, what's the
When
TLDR?
you
Just make a
start
seasonal character?
your adventure and you choose Ancient Stone Chamber, you're going to start right here. And the main story quest line is going to take you from Ancient
Which
Stone
one was Ancient
Chamber
Stone
all the-
Chamber?
All right, so I'm back. Have a little view.
On the left.
And then you're going to do this region here, and then it's going to take you west to Calpheon, this region, and you're just going to, it's going to have you a quest here. It'll take you all the way down here to Trent, and then when you're done with this area, it's going to take you all the way to the east to Altanova, this area right here. And this region is called Medea. So that is the basic path of the main story quest line. I'm telling you this because the main story quest line can kind of get cluttered. There are a lot of quests, and you can start different quests at different times, and it can be very confusing. You can get really lost. Once you finish the Medea region, you have the option to continue. I would recommend taking a break from Medea. Most players would too, and start working on upgrading your actual gear. While you're going through your main story quest line, you're going to be getting season upgrade material. So what do I mean by that? Well, this Tuvala gear is your season specific gear. The Tuvala gear is upgraded from Naru. So your Naru gear is what you're originally going to equip, and then Naru gets upgraded into Tuvala. In order to upgrade your Naru gear and your Tuvala gear, you're going to be using season-specific items, which are these beginner blackstones right here, time-filled blackstones, and a Tuvala ore, and refined magical blackstones. I'm mentioning these because these items, they are pretty important, and you should know what they do. I'm not going to go into each one specifically. Just know that these are the main ingredients to upgrade your gear for your seasonal character. Like I said, you will start with your Naru, and that gets upgraded to your Tuvala. How do you get this gear? You get this gear by just going through your main story quest line. You're going to get a bunch of material, and you're going to get your Naru gear pieces, and then you'll upgrade them. More on the questing, I've opened up the Black Spirit menu here. You can access this by just hitting the comma button on your keyboard. You're going to notice a lot of different quests and a lot of different menus here, which, by the way, when you do enhance your gear, you're going to be enhancing it here by hitting enhancement. But we're going to be talking about the questing first. When it comes to the main quest, you're going to pick up every single one of your main quests by hitting this button. You're going to notice that there are a lot of different types of main quests. This is where it can kind of get confusing. You don't have to worry about the ones that say Ataraxian. You don't have to worry about the ones that say Valencia. Like, for example, this Valencia one is going to take you, to the Valencia region to start the main story quest line in Valencia that, like I mentioned earlier on. You want to stay in the region that I explained earlier in the video: Balano, Serendia, Calpheon, Medea. Now, some of these quests won't have an actual prefix to it, and it is part of the main story quest line that you're on. So you kind of have to pay attention to the region you're in. So if you select these quests and you kind of read the text here, if you're in the Balanos region, or if you're, let's say you're in the Serendia region, if you click on this quest and you don't see anything relative to Serendia, and you see a quest like this where there's no prefix to it, and you read it and it says something about Serendia or a place in Serendia, chances are that is the next quest that you want to do. Another way to track it is to just simply hit O, and you can see the quest lines for everything that you have for all the quests by browsing via this menu here as well. Another thing that I want to mention is this bottom menu here. If you have this selected, you're going to have access to all of the quests when you talk to NPCs. If you have this unselected, they will only show you the main story quest. So this could also simplify things quite a bit as well. The next thing that a lot of people are going to be struggling with and is a little bit overwhelming is just trying to distinguish between all the items that they're getting. What is worth, what is not, what do I throw away, what do I use? So obviously it's going to take me forever to go through each one by one. So I'm going to give you a little bit of a strategy here, okay? Generally speaking, I've already gone over the important items for your upgrade material as far as your seasonal character goes: your beginner Blackstones, time-filled Blackstones, Tuvala ore, and your magical Blackstones. Everything else, if you're not sure what they do, just go to your major city, go to your storage. I will go to it right now. Go to your storage and simply put everything in here that you're not sure about. Number one. Number two, when you go through your items here, some items you're going to notice has a marketplace price. You see how this one says 127,000 silver. This is 39,000 silver. This doesn't have a price. This doesn't have a price. So generally speaking, anything that doesn't have a price, you want to put in here. And the ones that do, when you go to your storage, you can click warehouse. This is going to open up your central market warehouse. It's called warehouse. And you can see certain items can be moved to this storage. You can move your Blackstone. So I'm going to move my Blackstones here. I can move this little thing, whatever that is, whatever this Caphras thing is, whatever this Dragon Scale fossil is, whatever this is. So you have two different storages here. You have your storage for your city, Velia. This is my inventory. And then the warehouse is a separate storage system in BDO. And you can think of your warehouse as a universal storage. So you have your city specific storages, and then you have your universal storage, okay, which is called a warehouse. This is connected to the central marketplace, and I'll show you that here in a second. So I'm just going to move everything in both my inventory and in my storage to this warehouse. This will allow me to use less space for my storage, and I will have more inventory slots as well. You can figure out whether you want to sell those items later or not when it comes to the warehouse. Now, what's going on with the warehouse? I'm going to be running over here to the central market director. In Velia, he is over here. There he is, right there, Central Market Director. And I click on Central Market, and here is the Central Market window. Now, you could also access this anywhere by just hitting escape, typing in Central Market here. Okay, whoops, sorry about that. I can move my camera. You can see that that's what I did. I just hit escape. I hit under the search button, Central Market. Okay, it depends on what UI you're using. There's other ways to access this, but this also brings it up as well. I'm going to move my camera right back down. Now, this is the Central Market. Okay, so when I talk to this guy here, I've got the Central Market. I can hit Manage Warehouse, and that brings me back to that screen. If I hit Purchase, then I can purchase whatever, which we're not going to really talk about. If I hit Sell, this allows me to sell everything that was in this warehouse. Everything that's here is everything that's here. Next thing I want to talk about is your ability to re-roll. Some of you guys might be thinking, oh, I want to re-roll my class. I don't like this class. I want to play something else. You've got something called a timepiece. You will be able to do so. Now, I would highly recommend using this item regardless, because you can re-roll your character at the end. When you graduate your character, you're going to be able to transfer your gear to the Eternal Realm or the regular servers. Excuse me. And the way it happens is you'll get your gears in, so that, which turns into about it, in my opinion, the way that most veterans will go about it. When they make a fresh new character, they will get a boost. So this is part of the reason why finding a community of players or a good guild is really important. If you can get someone to boost your character, they're going to probably run you down to Gyfins here, or even Miru or Session by someone. 5 out of 95. This is my contribution. This is 97 out of 127. Now, heads up on this, overcost out. I mean, 3 costumes.
Go. All right, we finally got the game loading, everybody. Let's see if it works. I hope it works. Here we go. Oh, jeez. Alright, everybody. A new adventure. I saved so many times, but give me something cool to do, please. You sound cool to do, I'm like bored. What do standard trial is this? Does it matter? So many different hairstyles. All right. I don't understand what this thing is. feel like I'm colorblind sometimes because they all look the same to me. This whole row. I'm joking, but kinda. I don't understand how to do this. Oh. I don't know what all this is. What we have about the world. Why I We're making progress, but excuse me, we're making progress. I just hold on. That's the one I think. You're fine, Slakeling. Getting my character right. Seems decent. No. I'm trying to get her like face to not be so long. You see how long it is? There's gotta be a way to make my face shorter than that. Alright? A little complicated. I don't know. But all right, I guess that's good. Just make a shred now. Give her a little bit. That'd be agile. Okay, everybody, the adventure begins now.
Are you awake?
Whoa. Man, hold on, everybody. I can't get to my other screen. I'm fixing something. Trying to fix the category we're in.
Was it a nightmare? You even cried out.